I was in Birmingham, obviously called the parents, called my grandpa, called my now wife, told all them that I got called up. So yeah, it was just a surreal experience for me. Just obviously, it's a dream come true, so just having them live that with me was really awesome. Welcome to Big Leagues was first inning facing Miguel Cabrera for sure.
There's a curve. He gone. So a beautiful first inning to his major league debut.
Got lucky, ran off the mound, never run off the mound ever, so I think that's my only time in my entire career that I've ran off the mound. I mean, again, it was just one of my favorite hitters in the world, and then obviously you don't face Miguel Cabrera in the minor leagues, so seeing him standing up against me, I'm like, dang, this is not Birmingham anymore. Probably a little bit too much adrenaline in the very beginning. Big league debut, always going to have high emotions, but I mean, I grew up 40, 50 minutes from there, so I had an insane amount of friends and family at the game, and it's a real experience just because it was the team between them and Cleveland. It was the teams that we watched all the time. Now I understand the White Sox drafted me. I understand I made my debut with the White Sox, and I'm forever grateful for that. But I feel like Oakland's kind of where I grew up.
Broken back, nice play by Bassitt. Flips to first.
How you learn to trust your stuff, how you learn to trust who you are as a player, and then once you kind of like trusted who you were and trusted how good you were, then it became much slower when the game was really, really going on, and then all of a sudden you were really pitching, you weren't really throwing, you weren't sped up. Obviously Sonny Gray there was unbelievable watching, but we had Barry Zito, Scott Kazmir, Jesse Chavez, Brett Anderson, Trevor Cahill, Minaya, you have Chappie, Olson, Simeon, Canna. That group's always going to be one of my favorite, if not my most favorite groups I've ever been a part of. I love them. And then obviously having Bob Melvin be there, kind of leading our way. I could not have asked for kind of a better start to my career, so to speak, just because I felt like I learned so much with those guys. It set the foundation for who we kind of all were. I remember, honestly, moments other people, like I know Mike Fiers no-hitter, Sean Manaea's no-hitter. I can basically pinpoint those, but when it comes to like mine, I don't really like to look back on them, and I also don't really even remember them. So for me, it's more so like our team and making the playoffs and doing all these different things as a team rather than myself. Only goal I got is to win a World Series, and I hope we can somehow check that box. That's the only goal left. It was really close, but not close enough. So yeah, it's the only goal I got left.
Back to Bassitt. Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
I'm a pretty religious person. I'm just like, why in the world is this going on? But then like, take a step past when I actually got hit, came back. I've been unfortunately in a position where I've been able to reach out to a lot of people that have kind of went through a similar process. The scary part of the game is definitely that, whether from a hitter or a pitcher. I just always looked at it in that aspect of like, okay, I went through this to help people out now. I played with guys that were also on the executive board. I played with guys that were the reps, things like that. And a lot of people came up to me and said, hey, we think you're gonna be really good at this. And they asked me if I would do it, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And that's kind of how it transformed. For me, I obviously take a lot of pride that they have the trust in me to do the right thing. And that's what I kind of always try to do, is just do the right thing. And I'm gonna tell them what my thoughts are, what my plans are, and it's just do the right thing for everybody, whether it be the people that are playing now, the people that have played before us, and the people that are going to play in 5-10 years from now. So it's just doing the right thing for the players, doing the right thing for the sport, and then any other publicity that comes along with it, I don't really care about. It's just doing what's right for the people that deserve it, kind of thing. Honestly, hitting 10 years, I'm just more so just super grateful for playing as long as I am, just because of the amount of people that I've been able to cross paths with. Play with obviously all my Oakland teams, play with obviously this group here, play with my Toronto buddies there. So I would just say that's the biggest thing that I look at in the time that I spent, is just how many great people that I've been able to meet and become friends with. And I'll always be grateful for that more than anything.